Welcome to the A-Game. I'm Allie Powell.
And I'm Abigail Watkins. On this week's episode, we will give you updates on all App State sports, take a look at some academic achievements of App State athletes, and quiz some Mountaineer students on App State sports.
The football team's game against Georgia Southern was postponed last week due to COVID clusters on the football team. The team was able to resume practices last week to prepare for their game against Arkansas State tonight. There will be spectators in the stands for tonight's game, App has announced. A total of 2,100 fans will be allowed into the Rock to watch the teams play. 450 tickets will be for App State and visiting team families, 800 tickets for App State students, 650 tickets will be for season ticket holders, and 200 extra ticket allotments. Fans will be assigned a specific seat in the stadium and they will not be allowed to request a certain spot. All attendees will need to follow the 3 W's, which are wear your mask, wash your hands, and wait 6 feet apart. There will also be hand sanitizer handed out at all gates to all attendees. Students will have to enter into a lottery to have a chance at receiving a ticket. These student tickets will be non-transferable. Guest tickets will not be available this season due to seating capacity limits. Season ticket holder tickets will be allocated based on Yosef Club rank.
App State's offense should have a field day against a not-so-strong Arkansas State defense. The pass defense of the Red Wolves is ranked 118th, allowing an average of 299.8 passing yards per game. This means App State should utilize the connection between quarterback Zach Thomas and wide receiver Thomas Hennigan to put up some big passing numbers. However, App State is just as strong on the ground as they are in the air. The team has a very strong group of running backs led by Dietrich Harrington, who has 301 rushing yards this season and averages 5.1 yards per carry. Cameron Peoples and Marcus Williams are also names to watch out for on the backfield. The App State backfield has been so successful this year because of a stellar offensive line who returned 4 players from last year's line. That includes a Sunbelt first-teamer and 2 second-teamers. Arkansas State rush defense is ranked 112th, allowing 201 yards per game.
The App State defense should encounter an Arkansas State offense that ranks 4th in the nation for pass percentage plays. The Red Wolves will have to go up against a very formidable App State secondary who is led by Sean Jolly. Jolly and the rest of the Mountaineer secondary will need to shut down Arkansas State's Jonathan Adams Jr., who leads the team in receptions. The Red Wolves' offensive line is another area for the Mountaineer defense to exploit. The line ranks 96th in pass protection this season, which should see players like Demetrius Taylor putting up some impressive numbers tonight. In the end, this should be an App State victory, with the Mountaineers entering the competition as favorites to win.
In other football news, Noah Hannon has been named to the watch list for the Remington Trophy for the 2nd straight year. This award goes to the nation's top center. Earlier this season, Hannon was named the nation's highest-graded center for Week 3. PFF has ranked him as the 4th best center in the nation and as an honorable mention in their preseason All-American 2020 teams. The Mountaineers have been 35-8 since Hannon has been at center. The team is in the top 25 nationally for the most rushing yards and least amount of sacks allowed for the past 3 seasons.
App State alumni had a busy week in the NFL last weekend. Akeem Davis Gaither made his first career start for the Bengals in their Week 5 matchup against the Ravens. He recorded 4 tackles and 1 pass breakup across 50 defensive snaps. Darrington Evans ran for a 9-yard gain before he left the game with a hamstring injury. Daniel Kilgore officially made his debut for Kansas City, where he participated in 4 special team snaps. Kilgore has been active for every Chiefs game this season. Kendall Lamb was a part of 1 offensive snap and 6 special team snaps against the Colts.
The volleyball game last week against Georgia Southern was postponed. The team will be back out on the court tomorrow to take on Georgia State in a 3-game series. App State is 9-3 against Georgia State over their history of play. App State is currently on a 5-game win streak against the Panthers. The game will be played here in Boone, where App State is 4-2 against Georgia State. The team is going to look to bounce back after their season opener against South Alabama did not go as planned.
Women's soccer traveled down to Troy last Friday to take on the Trojans. The team was able to break their 5-game winless streak by beating Troy 1-0. Izzy Evely scored the sole goal of the game in the 9th minute when she intercepted a pass meant for the Troy goalkeeper and slotted the ball in the bottom left corner. The App State defense was able to hold off the Troy offense, who shot 14 times with 2 on target. Carrie Eagleston played the whole game in the net for the Mountaineers, while also earning her 4th clean sheet on the season. She is now tied for 9th most clean sheets in a single season in school history.
The team unfortunately was not able to get the win against South Alabama on Sunday, losing to the Jaguars 3-0. The Mountaineers were able to hold off the Jaguars, keeping the score 0-0 at the end of the first half. Carrie Eagleston had a busy first half, recording 9 saves, which is a season high for her. All 3 goals for the Jaguars came in a span of 10 minutes. The Mountaineers tried to mount a comeback with Kristen Seeley and Emma McGivney tallying shots in the second half. The team is now 3-8-1 overall and 3-6 in the conference. The team will finish out their regular season on Sunday against Coastal Carolina. Up next, we will quiz some App State students on their knowledge of App State sports.
Okay. I'm Ashley Marion with the A Game, and this week we're doing trivia. So how we're doing it is I have 6 questions, all multiple choice, and then I have 2 questions at the end for you guys to basically like guess the closest number, and whoever gets it closest wins. And I'm going to be keeping score. And I'm with Megan and Haley. They're both students. Okay, let's get started. Okay, question 1 is, what is the name of the baseball stadium? A, Jim and Betty Smith Stadium. B, Pete Taylor. Oh wait, this question is for Megan too. Let me start over. This question is for Megan. All right, what is the name of the baseball stadium? A, Jim and Betty Smith Stadium. B, Pete Taylor Park. Or C, Springbrook Stadium.
B.
That's wrong. All right, Haley. All right, so last time I did it, we did the steal options. So Haley, if you can guess it right, you can get that point.
There were 3 options.
Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah, that's wrong too. It was A, Jim and Betty Smith Stadium.
Oh, I never go to that stadium, so.
Me either.
All right.
Well.
Question 2 is for Haley. Okay. All of these are App State women's sports except A, field hockey, B, swim team, C, golf, and D, tennis.
Swimming. 'Cause isn't that like that's co-ed?
Yeah, that's right. But we don't have swimming.
Oh.
We did.
Well, maybe it's like club.
I don't know.
It's not like actually.
Oh, yeah. It's not like a, okay, yeah, it's a club thing. Okay.
All right. Well, Haley has a point and Megan has 0. Okay. 3 for Megan. What conference is App State in? A, ACC, B, Big 12 Conference, or C, the Sun Belt?
The Sun Belt. C.
Okay. Okay. Haley has 1. Megan has 1. Okay. Haley, all of these men's sports were eliminated except soccer, tennis, or wrestling.
Tennis.
That's wrong.
Wait.
That was eliminated.
It's soccer.
No, that's wrong too. It's wrestling.
Wait.
Okay, well, I was thinking like tennis is the only individual sport where you're not like touching people.
Wait, I thought they removed our soccer team.
They did.
I said all of these men's sports were eliminated except wrestling.
I figured it'd be like tennis.
You guys are doing great. Who did I just ask that to? Haley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Megan, where does the soccer team have their games? A, Jeffrey Field. B, Wait, hold on. Ted Mackerel. Okay, let me redo that. Megan, where does the soccer team have their games? A, Jeffrey Field. B, Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex. Or C, Morrison Stadium.
Wait, read the second one again.
Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex.
No, I don't think that's it either. Wait, say them all again. Okay, let me listen again.
Jeffrey Field, Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex, or Morrison Stadium.
I don't know.
That's wrong. Haley?
The soccer complex, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Ted Mackerel.
Oh, I didn't even hear you say the soccer complex. Did you say that for all of them or just that one?
No, I said Jeffrey Field, Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex, in Morrison Stadium.
Oh, I'm just an idiot.
No, they could have been all of them.
Yeah.
I tricked you.
Yep.
All right, well, Haley gets a point. So Haley has 2, Megan has 1. All right, this is the last multiple choice question. And I'm asking Haley. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What year was the women's basketball team founded? A, 1960, B, 1970, or C, 1980?
1980.
Wrong. Megan can stick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what were they again? So 1980, and which is wrong. And then what are the other ones?
1960 and 1970.
1970.
Yeah, it's all tied up.
Oh.
Last time I did it with Jill and Sarah, and it ended it like in a tie, and I had to come up with a tiebreaker. But I hope I don't have to do that again. Okay. So this is when we go into the closest answer wins, and I only have 2 questions for that. But the first one is, what year was the first basketball season played? Closest answer wins.
Okay.
Mm,
Well, if
1970.
Okay.
no.
I'm kidding. That's actually not my answer. Okay, hold on. Let me think.
I'm gonna say I don't even know when App State was founded. So, well, it was a long time ago, but I would probably say 1955.
Okay.
Uh,
Megan?
I'm gonna say 19. I'm gonna keep with 1960s, 70s area.
Okay.
Let's pick one number.
Well, it's like right in the middle, like 1960s and 1970s. You know, like
All right.
not like early 1960s, like late 1960s.
Okay, well, the first basketball season was played in 1919.
Oh crap.
So that's Haley.
That's a long.
I know. All right, the next question is a year too. What year did Kid Brewer Stadium open?
Is it bad that I don't know?
No.
Well, I would say like 1940.
Okay, Megan.
I feel like it's later than that. I'm gonna stick. I like my 1960s.
Okay, it was 1962.
Megan.
Hey,
So now I have to
close
do the
though.
tiebreaker. Are you kidding me? All right, so
I feel like I remember someone saying that it wasn't like. Then they renovated it really like recently. So
okay, so Haley has 3, Megan has 3, so we have to do a tiebreaker. I'm gonna edit this part out. I'm gonna have to come up with a tiebreaker. What year? Wrestling.
You could just be like,
do about the teaching part, like because isn't that like what we're known for is like our education majors.
well, this is about sports.
Sports.
Oh, duh.
Hold on.
You could ask about like our mascot, something about Yosef, or like
True.
something like that.
What year did Yosef become mascot at? All right, cool. Okay, so to break this tie, I have a question, and it's also closest answer. Okay, the tiebreaker question is, what year did Yosef become a mascot at App State?
I'm gonna say 1920.
Okay. I feel like Megan's cheating. She keeps looking down.
No, it's because my mom is texting me about Christmas, and so I keep trying to read what she's saying.
All right, what's your answer?
About 1940s.
Okay, it was 1947, so Megan wins.
Dope.
Oh my gosh.
You
wait,
said, Haley, yours was too early on.
well, because like she had already been talking about like soccer. Wait, something else being in 1919, so I figured it
That was
would
the first
be
basketball
earlier
game ever
on.
played.
Dates were like all over the place.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you meant first basketball game ever played here, like App State.
Yeah,
Wait, it could have been.
I did.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
Um,
I feel like Yosef was like
a
that.
different mascot before that.
Hmm?
I don't know if we did. Did we?
Oh,
Was there another mascot before then?
I don't
Or
know.
was mascots probably just like weren't a thing?
Maybe not. Maybe people probably didn't think of that stuff.
All right, let me wrap it up.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Thank you guys for playing. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I can stop recording now.
Okay. Wait, should I leave? Are we
Wait, let me
hanging out
redo
on
it.
here?
Let me redo that. I sounded rude. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Welcome back. The golf team traveled to Tennessee last week to take part in the Intercollegiate at the Grove event. The team was able to get their second straight top 3 finish. The team has posted under par team totals in both of their fall events this semester. App opened up the tournament with a team round of 288 and finished the event at 287, which was just 2 strokes short of the event winners Middle Tennessee and ULM.
Timotheus Trito Tamardi led the Mountaineers by placing 4th individually and finishing 3 under par and 1 stroke shy of the top 3. He has recorded 11 under par finishes in his last 14 rounds. His 2-day total of 141 tied the 7th lowest 36-hole final in the program history. Jake Lane finished top 10 at 1 under par. This marked Lane's 13th top 10 finish in his college career. Dylan Lukes tied for 19th with a 2 over par. Justin Morgan made his second career start for the Mountaineers and posted 158 for the event. The team will travel to Statesboro to take part in the Bash of the Borough, which will close out their 2020 season.
The men's and women's cross-country teams hosted a dual meet against Marshall last week with both men's and women's beating Marshall. Izzy Evely led the women's team, crossing first over the finish line with a season-best time of 17 minutes and 29 seconds. Sarah Zandroder finished second with a time of 17 minutes and 30 seconds, while freshman Faith Younts finished third with a personal record time of 17 minutes and 45 seconds. Leisha Van Ostlin finished fourth with a time of 17 minutes and 52 seconds, and Lila Peters rounded out the top 5 with a time of 17 minutes and 56 seconds. The team had a total score of 15 to Marshall's 49.
The men were just as successful as the women, taking every spot in the top 5. Isaac Benz led the team with a time of 25 minutes and 57 seconds. Ryan Brown took second place with a time of 26 minutes and 9 seconds, and Dwayne Lilly placed third with a time of 26 minutes and 10 seconds. Michael Flanagan crossed fourth with a time of 26 minutes and 28 seconds. Rounding out the top 5 for the Mountaineers was Ben Signoral with a time of 26 minutes and 33 seconds. The men beat the herd with an identical score of 15 to 49. Both teams will travel to Mobile, Alabama to race the Sun Belt Championship next weekend, with the men's team looking to defend the title.
Stay tuned as we look at some academic accomplishments for the Mountaineer athletes. Welcome back to the A-Game. Last week, the Sun Belt Conference recognized 330 App State student athletes on their academic excellence. This was the highest number across the Sun Belt. 184 students were named to the Commissioner's List, with 146 named to the Honor Roll. The Commissioner's List recognizes students who achieved a 3.5 GPA, and the Honor Roll recognizes those whose GPA was between 3.0 and 3.49. App State was one of only 2 programs to have a 3.0 cumulative GPA or better for every program, and ranked 3rd in the Sun Belt with the average GPA of 3.42 for the 2019 to 2020 school year. Last semester, App State Athletics recorded a school record of a 3.59 average for the spring semester. The GPA currently sits at a 3.25 for this fall semester. App State led the league and set a school record with 5 teams receiving public recognition awards from the NCAA.
This week's Mountaineer Spotlight is Izzy Evely. In her 2018-2019 season, Evely ran in 6 meets throughout the season. In the Sun Belt Championship, she ran a PR time of 17 minutes and 46 seconds and earned Sun Belt Freshman of the Year honors and First Team All-Sun Belt honors. Other notable finishes her freshman year were her 3rd place finish at the USC Upstate Invitational, where she ran an 18-minute 14 second. Her 5th place finish at the Lenore Ryan Invitational, where she ran an 18-minute 31 second, and her 9th place finish at the Coverage Bridge Open. Last season, she ran in 5 races and earned a second team All-Sun Belt honors with her 9th place finish at the Conference Championship, where she posted a time of 17 minutes and 58 seconds. She won the Mountains to Sea Open last season, as well as a 5K PR time of 17 minutes and 25 seconds. She also ran a 6K PR time at the NCAA Southeast Regional with a 21 minutes and 40 second finish. Evely also races for the school's indoor and outdoor teams. In indoor, Evely races the mile, 3,000 meter, and 5,000 meter races. Last season, she placed 7th in the 3,000 meter race in the Sunbelt Championships with a time of 10 minutes and 1 second. In outdoor, Evely races the 1,500 meter race, 3,000 meter race, 5,000 meter, and 3,000 meter steeplechase. Unfortunately, the outdoor season was canceled due to COVID last year. Her freshman year, however, Evely finished 9th in the Duke Invitational in the 5,000 meter race. She also placed 6th in the 3,000 meter race at the 49er Classic with her PR time of 10 minutes and 4 seconds. Keep an eye on the race course next weekend as Izzy Evely looks to lead the women's cross country team into a Sunbelt championship. Thanks for joining us this week on the A Game. I'm Abigail Watkins.
And I'm Allie Powell. Make sure to follow us at the A Game Sports, and we will see you next week on The A Game.